Hi, everyone, and welcome to today's episode of Stand Out Weekly. And I'm so happy that I can be with you here today. I should have been here last week, but you know how it is. Sometimes life has a tendency to throw us curveballs. And that particular curveball made me that I had to reprioritize what was really important in my life. So I had to cancel last week's live, which was the topic that I'm going to cover today, where we are going to look into the engagement strategy. Because, on LinkedIn, we talk a lot about engagement, but what does that really mean? So I wanted to break it down a little bit for you so that it's crystal clear what it actually means. And if you're here with me live, then feel free to add comments, questions into the chat, and I will actually grab them. If you're watching the replay of this, you can also add your questions into the chat and I will be able to get back to them. I stream this to Facebook, to LinkedIn, and to YouTube because even though I do love LinkedIn, I find that YouTube is a place where you can keep your resources, you can keep videos like this that you can share with your audience. So that is why I'm also streaming this to YouTube, for example. So if you don't know me, if this is the first time that you come across me, my name is Josephine Warner, and I'm a former corporate executive turned LinkedIn growth specialist. So that is what I'm here to do, to help you grow on LinkedIn too. I see I have a couple of viewers here with me, and I see a couple of questions. So we have Angela here. Hi, Angela. Super happy to have you here. And we have Moitrana. I'm so glad that you actually saw the link that I sent to you. So I hope that clarifies it. And what I also want to mention before I forget it is that I'm hosting a LinkedIn Clarity Masterclass tomorrow. And I will add the link underneath this video so that you can actually grab and join the LinkedIn Clarity Masterclass. It's a masterclass. It's not the first time that I run it, but this time I'm going to do different because I'm going to take you through my framework, my 5-step framework, and engagement that I'm covering today is one part of that framework, but there are 4 additional steps. So tomorrow in the LinkedIn Clarity Masterclass, I'll give you all 4 steps. And what I'm also going to do, which is completely new, I haven't done that before, is for each step, we're going to do a little bit like a gap analysis because I'm also a former project manager. And you can't really build a bridge if you don't know the gap, right? So what we're doing tomorrow in the LinkedIn Clarity Masterclass, we're going to look at the gap that you're currently having so that you can grow your LinkedIn and really start using it for your business. So that's what we're going to do tomorrow in the LinkedIn Clarity Masterclass. So anyways, today we're talking about engagement. There are 3 different types of engagement, and I'm going to go through all 3 of them. So Angela actually added the link here, and I'm going to share it so that you can see it. It's josephinewarneracademy.com/LinkedIn-clarity-masterclass. So you can grab the link on LinkedIn, for example. So we have Stacy here too. Super happy to have you here, Stacy. So when it comes to engagement, we talk about Monica says, really looking forward to tomorrow's masterclass. I'm super excited about it too. We have something, I haven't checked how many people we have registered for the masterclass today, but yesterday something we had over 200 people registered for the masterclass. I'm super excited about that, as you might understand. Anyways, when we talk about engagement, there are 3 different types of engagement. It's engaging in your own content, it's engaging in other people's content, and it's engaging in the DMs. So let me quickly break it down. So when we talk about engaging in your own content, it's like when people respond to your caption or to your content, they add a comment. Make sure you respond to all of the comments on your own post because people have taken the time to read your post. They have taken the time to actually start commenting on your post. So the least you can do is actually respond to that. What I like to do is I like to add a few comments first. I know that the most recent results that have come out, that might actually hurt the impressions a little bit. But I feel that sometimes we have more to actually tell than what we pack in the post. So rather keep the post short, concise, easy to read. And if you have more to say connected to that topic, or maybe connected to a different topic, or maybe you want to share, like, for example, I want to share that we are doing the masterclass now, then I add that in the comment and I add the link to the comment section there directly. That is pieces that we do in the engaging in your own content. If someone is a little bit afraid of trolls, what trolls might, if someone adds something bad to my post or something that totally disagrees with what it is that I am sharing, that can feel a little bit scary, right? And maybe the first reaction is to really react on that and start responding to that. But if that would be the case, I would just take it easy, because even when it's a troll comment, that actually helps with your impressions too. And it's your content. You decide. You have the right to delete and remove any comments as you see fit in your content. So I would actually, you're the king or the queen of your own content. So don't be afraid of that. So Angela also says here that it will be amazing. I'm so excited that you'll be joining. And Irena says, all the best for the masterclass. Yeah, I hope that you will be able to join us too, Irena. Anyways, so that is a little bit like engaging in your own content. If we then move into engaging in other people's content, what you see often is that people say great post, thumbs up, whatever it might be, but that doesn't add to building your personal brand. It doesn't add to set you up as an authority. Rather read through what the person has written and add your thoughts to it. And yeah, I know sometimes it might feel easy to say, hey, congratulations, Maria, or hey, congratulations, Stacy. And then we add a little bit more to it. Because what happens when you comment on other people's posts is that they or their audience sees you too. And that is also why when I choose people that I comment on, I often choose people where I find it very easy to read or it really interests me. And we can't comment on everyone's post. But what I want to do, or what I would consider doing, is that if someone comments on your post, head over to their profile and start commenting on their post. Because that way you have this type of reciprocity where you give and you get, right? So it's always easier when you know that you have people that you can comment on their stuff and they comment on your stuff. And it also makes it way more fun to actually be there, to be on LinkedIn. So the first one was engaging in your own content. The second one is engaging in someone else's content. And Irena says here, it's all about sharing your views on the post rather than just posting generic content. Absolutely agree. To add value, not just say, oh, great post, thumbs up, or whatever emoji. And that is also why I really like LinkedIn in comparison to Instagram, for example. When I'm also on Instagram, but when you get a comment on your Instagram profile, it's usually just a random emoji. How do you even respond to that, right? So you start having conversations even in the comment sections. So the last piece of the engagement is engaging in the DMs, to have real conversations in the DMs with people, to really get to talk to people there, not thinking in terms of, oh, I'm going to sell to this person, I'm going to solve their problem. Maybe you don't even know if they have the problem that you want to solve. So start with conversations in the DMs, and you will see that those conversations might lead to conversions, might lead to clients. Not every one of your connections is a client. Not everyone will engage in your content. You will not engage in everyone's content either. Some of them will be your collaborators. Some of them will be your supporters. Some of them will become your clients, right? So it's thinking in terms of how can you run a conversation in the DMs. And I know that some people say that always finish every DM with a question. And I don't really like that approach, because I think it feels very inauthentic. It's like you want to keep the discussion going, and I don't really like that. If you have a question to ask the question. Like yesterday, I connected with a new person, and he lives in Japan, for example, and I'm super interested in that. He's a Swede who lives in Japan. My kids would love to be in Japan or would love to go to Japan. That makes the conversation easy going. Then you can ask questions, but don't ask questions just for the sake of asking questions, just of trying to lure them into letting you know about their problems. Because I'm confident that when you show up, when you are there for people, when you listen to people and they are ready to buy from you, they will also buy from you, right? So make sure you use these three different types of engagement to really like set you up for success and to really build your personal brand. Be the person that you would want to have in your own comment section, right? Be that person for someone else. And then treat everyone who comes to your content and start commenting on your stuff like you would want to be treated when you are in someone else's comment section. So that was actually what I had about engagement. It's not really rocket science. Just start start talking to people. I also, by the way, like to say that when you are on LinkedIn, behave as if you would at a cocktail party, right? If someone comes up to you at a cocktail party or a networking event, you don't just turn your back to them and walk away. You start talking with these people. Behave like that in the DMs and in the comment section too. So that was actually it for me today. So if you feel like you want to have all 5 steps of my LinkedIn success framework, then make sure you register for the LinkedIn Clarity Masterclass. I will add the link underneath here, and I think that's on LinkedIn. Angela's already added it. So make sure you register for that, and I can't wait to see you there. Next week, I haven't really decided on the topic for my standout weekly, but I will be here unless something unforeseen happens again, which you don't know, right? Sometimes life throws you curveballs and you just have to be flexible, which is also why I love what it is that I'm doing, that I have the power to be flexible. So thank you all for being here with me today. And I can't wait to see as many of you as possible tomorrow, because tomorrow that will be a Zoom. So I get to see you too. That's not just a live, I get to see you. So see you all tomorrow and wish you a lovely, lovely day. Bye. Bye-bye.